these are the song stories for the EP by Karen Peterson called I'm Free. First one is I'm Free. So I'm Free I wrote around 2015, around there, and the song really relays my struggles with anxiety and with fear. And there's a lyric where I say paralyzed by fear, crippled by illusion, and that was really if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's a really difficult struggle, which I believe many of us can relate to. But yeah, I wrote that about that. And at that point in time of my life, I was very much, I don't know if divulged is the word, but I was very much like into scripture every day, but I wasn't feeling like it did anything. I didn't feel like the scriptures really accomplished its work in my life. But I knew somehow with those reminders that I had, like when I say God said he'll fight this for you, Exodus 14, those kind of scriptures where I knew, okay, but there's faith in this, and I can trust this because it's worked for my family, it's worked for those who are testifying in our church, it's worked for all of these people that I follow wherever. These scriptures and these truths have worked for these people, and I can really rely on their testimonies and the strength of that. And I think that's where the faith came from in the song. I actually wrote the bridge the morning that Spencer came to work on the songs, and so that was written this year. But yeah, because it actually then reflects that now I am experiencing that freedom. Now I am experiencing the work of the scriptures in my life and the work of God's hand in my life. And so it's kind of like it's not a full circle because that means I'm going back to the beginning, but it's definitely, yeah, it's a 180 for me, and I like the journey of the song, thinking about it. And yeah, so that is I'm Free. A goodbye from my heart. I'm actually speaking about my first love. Ooh, vulnerability. But I am. All of us have had those experiences. We probably had that like heavy like first guy or first girl or whatever that's like, oh my God. Yeah, and this song is truly the story about that. You can just listen to it to really hear what happened. But anyway, it wasn't meant to be for us, but it was a matter of a goodbye from my heart to yours, because I really wanna trust God's will for my life. And so it took a while for me to really live out the song, but I wrote it like a year after all those things happened. But okay, right, you can listen to the song for more information on what happened. Okay. The third song on the EP is How Can You Love? And this baby, wow. So I mean, who am I that you are mindful of me? That's what David writes in Psalms, and this song is truly a reflection of that. I wrote it in our old house. I used to sit behind the piano and just improvise. I want to say for hours on end, but I would just improvise and really express what I feel through my instrument on the piano. And so this song, I believe, came from that. It came from those improvisations. As you can hear, there's that little interlude where on the recorded version it's the viola playing a solo and just me on the piano. But that is truly just, it came from improvising with it, with the melody and everything. But yeah, it's really special to me, and the string arrangement is actually a first for me. So that was really, really, I felt really proud of myself, and I still feel really proud of myself. Yeah, and I believe there are still many covers of that to come, but I'm excited. I'm excited about that one. But that's a really special one for me. And with How Can You Love, I think it just reflects like, Lord, I literally fail you every day. I do, and I'm never gonna be perfect. And then it's like, okay, Karen, just realizing that God's like, that's not what I want of you. That's why I sent my son. That's why I sent Jesus, to look through him to you first and foremost, and then also, like, I love you just the way that you are. I love you, and my call for you is never to be perfect. My call for you is to walk in my love. My call for you is to be transformed into the image of Christ. But I'm gonna love you through that, and I've really come to experience God's love through that. I want to say, especially last year, just experiencing what it means when God says that I love you just the way that you are, and I will love you through everything. And and I will love you into a better version of yourself. And that's what healthy love is, and so I think that really is what How Can You Love is for me as well. Just how can you love? I'm not gonna sing here, but yeah, because we all know our own sin, whether we are willing to acknowledge it, whether we are living in denial of it, whether we are afraid of it, whether we're ashamed of it. We all know our own sin, and it's just that, yes, Sarah, you like me, you love me, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the way that I am, you love me. As it says in Romans 5, I think, but in our darkest, He loved us. He died on the cross for our sins, and so, okay, cool, all right. So that's definitely How Can You Love for me. Ooh, give it all to you. What an honest, I want to say declaration, but I feel like declaration is covering up what I really want to say. I would say, what an honest song of surrender. But it is a declaration of surrender. Maar it's not a matter of, it's not this like, Lord, I give my life to you, which is not, it's not wrong to be there. But this one is, I give it all to you. I give it all. It's there. That's really what this song, I would say, that's really what this song is for me. What it means for me as a songwriter. It's a matter, and it comes from a place of, I just give it. It's a quiet peace, and it's a quiet surrender. It's a quiet place of solitude, and just that. And so, yeah, I wrote the chorus a few years back. We actually sang in the youth. It's like 2017, I think, that I wrote that chorus. And yeah, I finished the verses in this year. The verses reflect this journey of restoration that I've gone through with God in the past few years, and just how I've had to come to learn, or how I've come to learn. And I think what was necessary for me to learn in these seasons, in order to get through the various seasons that I've been in, was to learn to trust even if I'm not perfect. To learn to trust even if I'm not where I want to be, or where I think God wants me to be, or where I think others want me to be. But it's to learn to trust even there. So that's what the lyrics is. In every moment of my weakness and in every moment of my strength, it is your power that sustains me. It's your mercy and your care. And so it's not, even when I'm strong, you're the one sustaining me, and even when I'm weak, you're the one that's keeping me. And I think that's really what I know that is what the song reflects for me. And then I mentioned the process, in your process of restoring my soul, and your promises I'll stand. And so when it's your promise, when it's your process that I'm going through, I'm gonna trust in your promises, because today it doesn't feel like you doing anything. Today it feels like you ain't doing squat. But I'm still gonna trust you today, even when it feels like there's nothing happening. Even being someone that feels everything incredibly deeply. Point is just, that's what the song is to me. I'll go say disclaimer. This one is definitely my favorite. It really is my favorite. I think it's just this one is just such an honest reflection. And being a worshiper, I think it hits that part in my heart, where I'm like, oh, I want to be here forever. I want to be here and just rest here. I want to be here forever. That's what that song is for me. Just, I want to be here forever. So that is what Give It All To You means to me as a songwriter. Hey, Top of the Mountain! This one, it's been hitting off the charts. But it's been hitting off really, really well. I also wrote this chorus in 2017 and finished the verses in this year. when the project was more up and running. And yeah, I think from the get-go, I knew the song had to be a house number. You know, I knew it had to have that feel. And one of my favorite ultimate house songs is Liquid Deep's Top of the World. With you, I feel on top of the world. That's definitely one of my favorite house songs. And so I told the co-producer, listen, this is my reference for the song. Like, I wanted to give off that vibe. So the mountain is really just that for me, what the song says. And once again, the verses reflect the journey that I've been on since writing the chorus, I would say. You know, like the journey that I've been on the past year. The chorus is a reflection of that as well. Just that if you know what it's like to be low, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what it's like to be down in the dumps, and someone has helped you to really honestly, not a fake toxic positivity kind of I'm on top of the mountain, but like a real, yo, I'm genuinely on top of the mountain. You know, when you've really gone through that, it's like, yo, I know what it's like to be down in the dumps with you, and now I know what it's like to feel on top of the mountain. And it's just, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow. I really like this number, so it's number. So yeah, that's Top of the Mountain song story. So yeah, those are the song stories with Karen of the EP I'm Free. Stream it on wherever, and yeah, on my Linktree, you can find it there on all my social media. I truly hope that this EP is a blessing to you, as it is to me. It's been such an honor to work on it. This EP really means a lot to me. It's my debut EP. It's the first time I've released music to the world that I wrote, and that really reflects my style of writing. And I know it's only the beginning for me. I still have a few songs in my catalog, but I know it's only the beginning for me, and it's such a true reflection for me of just who I am as a musician, as an artist. I really truly hope that you can relate to it. So that's I'm Free by Karen Peterson.